So fucked up what's going on at the moment, and has been going on for ages, and that kind of always goes on, it seems like. I think like all the issues, you know, and the horrific things that are happening to Gazans at the moment, obviously it's quite unique in terms of the, you know, the specific context in terms of like the type of weapons being used and the type of brutality and the kind of exposure in terms of how much we're seeing. But genocides are quite normal, and we're seeing what the system is and does and has always done. It's kind of normal, and that's what is so chilling as well, how normal white supremacy is and how normal like the most destructive part of capitalism is. And I think it's kind of radicalizing everyone as well. I think I might be wrong, but it feels to me like anti-capitalism is quite mainstream now, because everyone realizes that we just can't continue like we are, obviously, but literally as well, like it's destroying the planet as well as killing everyone slowly and quickly as well. So you can see all the kind of the impact it's having on people and on the powers in the world as well. And I feel like there's obviously a shifting in the power structures, and everyone can see, you know, Britain and the US and Israel and white supremacist governments and states, and I don't know, I feel like maybe this shift of power will continue, and hopefully it will mean a reduction of this kind of influence and power from these white supremacist actors. I feel like, I remember one of my connections was talking about how, for example, with the environment, you can't have Western powers deciding on this because they've messed it all up, and I agree with them. I've just never been able to see how the power would be handed away from them. But even now you can see like slowly those things are shifting, and I have hope maybe that will happen. I feel like you can't trust the West to well, you can't trust anyone to like control the world, but like obviously it needs to move, and I would say the power needs to move towards the countries that have been historically colonized, for example, to make all, you know, to make the decisions around the environment, for example, and to control like more of the geopolitical landscape. Obviously everyone's so fucking sick of the devastating impact of neo-colonial America and Britain, and you know, and Israel and obviously and Europe basically. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna totally transform for the better, and they will have less devastation and power and impact on the world.